Anybody there? Hello? Let's just give it a minute. Let's see if I can tag people without losing it. Oh, okay, we got one. Can you hear me okay? If you can give a thumbs up. A couple other. Oh, two. So just give it a minute. Oh, Jason's watching. Okay. Let's see. Expecting. Hello, can you hear me okay? Hey Scott, hi Diane. Can everybody hear me okay? Give a wave, something if you can hear me. I'm just waiting for at least one more person. Let's see if they come on. We'll give it a few seconds. I hope everybody had a good New Year's and a good Friday, because it's always good to have a good Friday. Yeah, I got I got the groceries put away. Kind of botched the price, but I wanted to show what a real shopping trip of ours is like. We could have done without the keto bars and all that, but I just wanted to show what we normally buy, and I find it hard to keep under $150. There's a few things we like. There's a few things that we like to buy high quality, like the summer sausage. It costs a little more money, but it tastes so good. Okay, well, I was hoping a couple more people. I thought Janet would jump on, because I was going to answer. So she had a question about carb cravings. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm wearing my Powered by Bacon shirt that I got for Christmas. It's awesome. I like it that it's also two sizes, or no, one size smaller. I used to wear 2X in August, and now it's only 1X. So that's beautiful. It's one of my favorite new shirts. So I get a lot of questions about motivation. Sorry, I'm just reading the sheet I wrote down so I don't get lost. So motivation. Everybody has their own reasons why they want to lose weight and all that, or do keto or eat healthy. For me and Dana, we need to lose a lot of weight. I started out at 310 and I'm down to 253. I was 250, but then gained 10 pounds somehow. Oh, Dana's watching. So I went from 210. Hello, Patricia. Went from 310 to 250, but then somehow gained 10 pounds again. Hi, Nancy. And now I'm working my way back down. I lost a lot of inches. I'm almost at a 36 instead of a 32 or 42. So the inches are coming off, but it's been a roller coaster. Dana's been awesome. She's basically losing 1 to 3 pounds a week. So that's just amazing. But motivation for us is to get healthy, have kids, and feel better. I've actually done triathlons in the past, and I would like to do it again. So motivation for you has to be what you want. Is it weight loss goal? Is it more energy? Is it health? Is it just you think it's a good diet? You want to live long, or want to live longer? It's up to you. It needs to, as one person says, you need to find, what is it? What did he say? Yeah, you got to find the reason why. That's hold it, and then you got to write it down. One thing with goals is you got to write them down clear, and like if anybody comes over to my house, like here I'll show you. I have some. Let's see if I can show you. Oh God, I can't do that too well. Over my TV, I actually have 10 goals unrelated to this, but written down. I have a book that I write my goals down, specific goals, and dates to correspond with them. And they have to be realistic. It's not like I'll lose 100 pounds in 2 months. It has to be realistic. Because something with the mind, every time you hear something, it doesn't go to the logic part first. It goes towards the emotion part, and then goes to the logic. That's why people get upset when you say something. They get upset first, then they think. Sorry. Yes, I have actually, those are only half my books. I have probably about at least 2-3 more bookcases. I have probably about 5 bookcases of books, and I've probably read about 50 to 60% of them. But yeah, dream boards. We do have dream boards too. But you got to set it in goal. Like Dana has a shirt she wants to fit in. She hangs it up, and every morning she looks at it and she tries it on and realizes it gets easier and easier to put it on, to the point where it's almost wearable. And that's, I think, 2 to 3 sizes smaller than where she started. So you write out your goals and you game plan. If you have the ability to meet someone who's done it can help you, awesome. But realistic, like 2-3 pounds a week, 1 pound, whatever your goal is. Because the whole see it, believe it is actually true if you make a plan and you follow through. It's not just sit on your couch saying, I want to be skinny, I want to be rich, I want to be happy. You got to actually go out and do it, but you also got to think about it. Because the more you think about it, your brain... To give you an example, how many people have had a dream when they're sleeping and wake up mad? They had a fight with their significant other. They, pretend to have a bad day at work or something. They wake. Okay, that was weird. Someone called me. So you think it, and then your brain automatically thinks it's actually real. That's why movies, you see a movie and your favorite character dies and you cry or you get emotional, and the next day you see him in another movie. So if you think it starts programming your mind, but you also got to do action. You can't think you're going to be skinny and eat 2 pounds of chocolate every day. Actually, I tried that. It didn't work. You don't get 310 pounds by being really good health-wise. Good and healthy. So you just, you gotta, it's, the technical term is psycho-cybernetics. I have some books on it if you want to know what books I've read. Also, create the habit. Because habits are, like, more powerful than, wishes. You create a habit, and it's just so powerful. You do that with dreaming, with realistic goals, and know how to work your brain. It's just a powerful tool. But also, you got to reward yourself. every 25 pounds Dana and I lose, we have a set reward. My first 25 pounds was buying a DVD. 50 pounds was part of a iPad, because I've been wanting an iPad for a while. I got one for Christmas, but half of it was for my reward. It also was on ridiculously good sale. And my next goal would be, I think I'm gonna buy a book or buy another DVD, and then my ultimate goal is either fishing gear, or I really like old coins, so I might buy a really old coin. So you gotta think about a plan. What's, and you gotta think about your finances. If you can't afford it, you can't do it. But set rewards and goals, because you gotta train your mind. Hey, if I hit this goal, I'm gonna get a reward. It's more motivation, because who doesn't like nice stuff? Everybody goes into debt for nice stuff, but once you reward yourself, when you can afford it, with something nice that you've actually earned, and delayed gratification. It's a great, powerful tool with those techniques. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm not an expert by any means, but I've read a lot, and I'm devoting the next couple of years to study how the brain works and how people work, because that's always interesting. But yeah, motivation is just how I do it. Like, just don't give up. Keep on struggling away. Like, you got Dana and I are complete opposites. Dana's the quiet, passive, keep to herself. I'm the loud, easygoing, strong-willed, stubborn person. So, both ends. Oh, well, thank you. And anything I can do to help. Now, carb cravings. This is where Dana and I differed a lot. I ate a lot of carbs before this. I would eat 2 subs a day, plus have a huge bowl of pasta, plus whatever. I'm guessing I ate 300 to 400 grams of carbs. Oh, good. You should post a picture of your motivation t-shirt, Tammy. I would love to see it. I bet you it's awesome. Like, if it works, it works. Like, you'll have down days. You'll have days where, it'll suck, or we're all human. But keep your eye on the prize, and if you fall, you fall. You get up, dust yourself again. If you can name me one person that's created big business, become great, successful, and hasn't fallen, I'll show you a liar. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody, what is it? Michael Jordan said he's missed more shots than he's got. He's screwed up more games, lost more games than he's won, and yet he's one of the greatest basketball players ever lived. So you're gonna screw up. I had a few treats during Christmas, not much. I actually didn't go out of ketosis, but Dana had absolutely none. So, kudos for her. But I'm like, I wanted a rocky road. I wanted a couple sugar cookies, whatever. But, she's kicking my butt, so that's awesome for her. But to carb, like, Dana and I were big carbaholics, especially when I make really good Italian food. So, like, you go from making, risotto, fresh pasta, eating lots of subs and breads. Dana's Dutch, so, the Dutch can't go a meal without eating a loaf of bread. It's they eat a lot of carbs. And now, to eating, like, I think she says she eats 10 to 20 carbs a day, grams of carbs, which is awesome. So how we beat this is this is going to seem funny. I just watched a couple of videos just to reiterate, is bacon, actually. Bacon helped me out a lot. Now, I joke around eating lots of bacon. I don't eat lots of bacon. Maybe Dana and I eat a pound pound and a half a week. You know, I probably eat more fish in 2 weeks than I do eat bacon. I know that's a shock. But good fatty meats really cut the craving. Fatty meats really cut the craving. Apparently, I just wrote this down. It's because they produce L-DOPA, which inhibits or satisfies, I don't know which one, the dopamine responses you get when you eat food. So when you eat carbs, you get that, that emotional high, the satisfaction, and then you get the crash. L-DOPA kind of levels that out, and a lot of good fatty meats do that. And I'm assuming with avocado and olive oils, they do that. Because, I literally don't get really any carb cravings after you get fat adapted. Which is, I took about a month to 5 weeks to get fat adapted. But I think because I didn't eat enough fat to kick me in. I don't know. I also was battling a couple of autoimmune diseases and a whole bunch of other stuff. So, I don't know. Some people take only a week or two. I took a little longer. But once I'm fat adapted, man, it's so much easier and better. I can easily, I don't want to do one meal a day, but I could if I wanted to. I just like food too much. I don't want to eat just once a day. But, what did I write? Yeah, fatty meals. Apparently pumpkin seeds is a good snack to help with carb cravings. I don't care for pumpkin seeds, but that's what the video said. Also, Dana mentioned this. I made, there's a package, I know you have it in the States. I don't know if in Mexico, in Canada, in the Waterloo region where I'm from, in Southern Ontario, it's in Fiddleheads. Yeah, the sugar rush. Well, your taste buds change when you go into ketosis and fat adapted. Everything gets more sweeter naturally. So we have about once a week we buy a Lily's chocolate bar. We bought quite a few over Christmas to give them out, but nobody liked them except Dana and I, so we kept them. So we eat dark chocolate, like pretty much dark chocolate. You can have some berries and strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. I think quarter cup. I don't know what the carb count is. But there is sugar, like erythritol. Sorry, sugar substitutes. Erythritol, stevia, monk fruit. I know erythritol and monk fruit have 0 on the glycemic index, so they don't give you the sugar bump or the insulin bump. So you get the sweetness, but you don't get the insulin spike, which makes you crave sugar, and then, oh gosh, you die down and you want to eat more. So try erythritol, and there's other ones too, but we use erythritol, monk fruit, and stevia, the drops. And Swerve, which is powdered erythritol. It's like powdered sugar. It's a little more pricey, but to me, and even my family, when the nieces come over, they don't really notice a difference in that. What meats do I recommend? Well, if budget is unlimited, like if you can afford it, grass-fed, grass-finished beef, pork, free range. Our budget's only $150 a week for 2 people. We eat very well. On that, we could do it cheaper. I could probably do keto on $100, but there's some things I like. I like grass-fed butter. The free-run eggs I eat for the weekend, and this bacon is the bacon I buy is free-range or not free-range. It's technically not certified organic because they don't want to pay the bureaucracy, but it's GMO, heritage. It's the ones I always post pictures about. But if you can afford grass-fed, gas-finish, up here in Canada, you can get it about $5 to $6 a pound. A ground meat, which is actually same as some places at the farmer's market here in town, which is not too much more. But like I bought fillets of beef to make beef tacos, and I got them reduced, so it was like $14 for enough for the week. But yeah, and the cuts are all up to you. Some school of thought say get lean and then you can add your own fat, or buy fatty and then enjoy that. I go whatever's cheapest. I bought steaks. I bought New York strip or prime rib, or I bought sirloin, which has like no meat or no fat. You know, it depends. I'm not a big fan of pork chops, but I don't mind pork roasts, pork ribs, and I want to try do beef or pork knuckles one day with a nice German style pork knuckle, because it has lots of collagen and all that, and that's really good for healing your gut and skin. For the ladies, it always help them keep them looking 29. So that's good. Yeah, if you have any more questions, just keep on asking. I'll try and help. I may be wrong, I may be right. Whatever I can do to help. But yeah, back to the new pasta. I made this pasta sauce, all keto friendly, with good grass-fed ground meat in this new pasta, which is maybe borderline dirty keto, pure keto. It's kind of iffy because I think there's soya in it, but it's not much. Like, I can tell when I eat soya, sugar. When I don't eat something keto, like one time I ate chicken, they said there's no sugar in it, and I ate it, and then they said, oh yeah, there is sugar. I felt it right away. This pasta, new pasta, it didn't have that effect on me, but it also satisfied my like, it felt like I was eating spaghetti. You got to rinse it, and you got to make the sauce pretty good. It's a neutral flavor. It's kind of like rice noodles. Rice noodles don't really have the much taste. They just feel like pasta. It's kind of like that. But it really we made one package each, and we were stuffed for the day. They're a little pricey. I think it's like $4 or $5 a package, but if you're really craving carbs, I think that will do. But some people might like that and might not. Also, the mushroom one made with shiitake mushrooms, I actually like it, but it has a little mushroomy taste, little earthy taste. Not much. You have to rinse it really well. But for spaghetti meatballs or spaghetti meat sauce, it satisfied. It was a nice treat. So yeah. What are some of your motivations? I think Tammy said she's got a T-shirt. She's gonna do. I hope she posts it. I would love to see it. Dane and I's motivation is we want to get healthy and have kids. And quite frankly, I can't be 310 and expect to be healthy. Unfortunately, 40's coming up in the next year. I don't want to be overweight in 40. I want to be in shape, and I plan to live a long time. Dana wants to be skinnier, and we're loving it. We definitely eat well. But yeah, I recommend setting your goals, your weight loss goals, or even if you don't want to lose weight, you just want to be healthy. Maybe fitness goals or whatever, because remember, people look at what you do more than what you say. So if you're doing something, people are going to take notice and say, hey, they're doing it, and especially if you're genuine, they'll see it and they'll impact and impart more than you telling them. I could tell Dana, eat healthy. I can tell if I had kids, eat healthy. But if I'm eating junk food, I'm a hypocrite. So, the fact is, though, I have not met a single person who can't do it. You know, everybody can do it. Maybe they can't do it the way I do it, but everybody can set goals, do better, you know, whatever. It doesn't even have to be weight loss. It could be relationship, business, job, money, you know, relationships, you know. Sorry, the dogs just love barking. Maybe you just want some nice shiny stuff. You set goals, you set a plan, you set rewards, and it has to be realistic, and you can do it. And it also, your ultimate goal should be big and bodacious. Big, hairy, bodacious goal. So, like, if anybody has any questions, did I answer everybody okay? This was just spur of the moment, because I know some people are, you know, struggling with motivation, and you know, you can do it. It's within you. It just, first you got to believe in yourself and all that. My heart belongs to my my children, my wife, and my... Okay, sorry, I'm just reading this. We're actually healthy. Yeah, but you know what? Being in your 50s, like, I've seen a lot of videos, and to be honest, 50, like, let's say you live average is what, 80? So that's 30 more years. That is, and if maybe you live to 90 or even 75, that's still a lot of time. If you still have breath in your lungs, you can still do great things. You can just impact and impart a lot of great stuff in this world. You know, it's really exciting, but you have to believe in yourself. I believe, you know, I'll cheer everybody on because I believe anybody can do it. And some people may be easy for, some may be hard, but it's one day at a time. Nobody's perfect. I know I'm going to fall more on my face before I hit my goal. But you know what? I see the light. It may be dim, it may be bright, but you guys can hit it. I believe, and it doesn't have to be new year, new start. It can be any time. If you screwed up today, tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow doesn't need to know about yesterday. You know, you can't create a past by dwelling on you can't create a future by dwelling on the past. You can't. If you look backwards, you're gonna miss everything forward. You know. So, if nobody else has any questions, I'll end it here. Did I miss any? No. Well, I hope you have a good night. If you ever want me to answer any questions or do a live, I'm hoping to do a live stream next week for cooking. I don't know what I'll do. If you guys have any suggestions, I'm thinking about doing either something really good for anti-inflammatory, Chinese, or something fancy. I'm going to experiment with gnocchi. Make some nice garlic and basil and cauliflower gnocchi. So, feel free to any suggestions. And I hope you guys have a great night. And thanks for watching. Take care.